Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And I'd like to thank you for tuning in to the very first Xmas Xtravaganza. So many X's. Like I said, this is hanging heavy, and thank you for coming in. This is gonna be the Christmas episode, so I'm gonna keep it light. I'm gonna call a couple friends, just ask them some holiday timey questions, I guess. Get their inputs, and we're gonna go from there. So let's get into that. All right. I just want to wish everyone some season's greetings for all of you that don't celebrate Christmas. But I do, so don't flip your shit about it. I respect your decisions in life. Leave mine be. So as I say, this is my Christmas special. I want to keep it upbeat and keep the Christmas spirit alive. Hopefully you guys are all doing well and keeping nice and warm. If not, come here next to me and I'll keep you warm with some nice hot Dutch oven action.
This is all going exactly to plan. The last one!
Where have we heard that before?
Working it all out. Once and for all, Arthur.
I ain't got a final plan yet.
We're free to plan our own futures
Shut
once
the
more.
fuck up, Dutch. I ain't trying to hear your bullshit. Anyway, turn up them heaters, pull up those blankies, and let's get into this episode. That feels right. That feels good. So this is obviously recorded before Christmas, but I'm gonna push it out on Christmas Eve because I'm cool like that. So if you're like me and after all the fun is said and done and you just want to kick back and relax and enjoy the small things in life, for me now it's watching my kid get so fucking excited for the same shit I used to. Fucking Christmas. Of course, times have changed so much since my ass was a kid. But you know what? Fuck you, I'm young at heart. And my butthole is still tight. But yeah. I remember when I was his age and I was outsmarting my parents big time. Or so I thought. It takes me back, and I remember this one year I was snooping through my parents' closet, as a dumbass kid used to do, and I came across a wrapped present up above the clothes on a shelf. It was labeled to me, so whoopee! My little peepee was a Yuletime log. And I had a raging clue. And I knew we had more labels, so I decided to peel the label off and tear up that wrapping paper. We had another roll of it. It would be easy to disguise it and re-wrap it. So I did. Papa was ripping this shit up. I would rewrap it. Riddled with glee, I tore the wrapping paper to shreds, almost foaming at the mouth like a mad dog. When all the paper finally fell to the ground, there it was. A rubber band gun. But I'm talking about a sick one that had a multi-loader. Judging by the toys I got excited for, you can tell times were a lot more simple back then. Pre-internet. Ugh, you kids and your goddamn electronics. There was no Fortnite back then. Played that shit in real life, building literal forts from scrap junk we found in the montes in the street. Anyway, back to this sweet rubber band gun. So I loaded it up and started John Wayning my ass in the kitchen. talking mad shit to the cans and cups as I planted them up to shoot them down. I had my fun, and I figured enough was enough. I went back, packed it up, and I just rewrapped the present. Put it back in the closet where I found it. Weeks went by, and I kind of forgot about it. And then here's when I thought I'd ham it up and win Best Actor. I recognized the gift and almost felt giddy knowing I was about to pull a fast one. That's when they hit me with the big reveal. They got me an even better gift. A fucking bicycle that had molded plastic to look like a dirt bike. It was fucking amazing. Here I thought I was a slick motherfucker, but that was just the bait. They fucking bamboozled my ass. And damn it, that's why it's so hard to pull one over on your boy nowadays. I'm always waiting, always watching. Telling that story made me feel that feeling again. God damn it, I missed that. As fucking miserable as it is being an adult, you gotta hold it in tight. You gotta trap all the darkness. I'm still a cynic, but there's always good times to be had, you know? They have to join the bad. Life's all about perspective. What was your favorite gift, if you remember the moment it came? Christmas. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just play the calls as they took place and as I recorded them, so they're not gonna be perfect. You can hear some minor hiccups that occurred, being that not everyone has the greatest cell service. But you know what? That makes the imperfections give it character. And that character is what makes my butthole drip. Anyway, enough talking about my butthole. Let's get into these calls. So, I want to keep it Christmassy, and I'm gonna have a couple different calls, seeing as this is kind of recorded last minute, but you know, I want to make it as good as I can. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask my good friend Malbolgia, can you tell me one of your fondest Christmas memories, or something that just reminds you of the good times in Christmas, or just something that you enjoy about the holiday season?
Yeah, sure, of course. I enjoy booze.
Oh yeah. Who doesn't?
Well, one of my fondest Christmas memory was when the first time I got to attend the bar for my drunken relatives. That's like the first time that I learned how to make a drink. I thought when I was little, all I could see was people drinking beer, so I knew what beer was. I had no idea what cocktails and mixed drinks was, but now it's middle school. My older brother was out of the Navy, and he was married, so we went to spend Christmas at his in-laws for the first time. They lived up north. Well, our family, they had an open bar.
An open bar,
and then,
dude?
like, halfway through the night, they were pretty inebriated. So then they saw a little kid here who was just there bored out of his mind. Back then, there was no video games, none of that shit. So.
Yeah, there was no internet.
No internet, nothing. Now I was just there looking around like, what the fuck? Just watching a bunch of adults get drunk. I bet you can imagine the fun I had. There were very few people my age. I think it was maybe his like I don't know how they were related to me, like the sisters, like my brother's sister-in-laws. There was one that was my age, but I don't even think she was there. I think she went out with her friends or something. I don't know. I felt like I was the only kid there with a bunch of adults.
Yeah, I know what that's like.
I must have been probably in middle school or something like that. Well, so anyway, like a stepfather, like an older gentleman, calls me over and says, "Here, we're gonna keep you busy." And I said, "Sure, whatever you guys need." And then he started showing me how to make a drink. Pretty much what they were all drinking was back in the 80s and 90s. It was called 7 and 7, which is
You Seagram 7. Yeah.
yeah, it was
7 up.
it was 7 Up.
Yeah, yeah.
And so he told me, like, this is how much, Seagram 7 you put in, how much ice you put in, and how much of the 7 Up you put in. So it was easy enough. And so I made one drink, and then of course I gave it to him, and then they saw that I was tending bars, so then they kept showing me more drinks. Oh, I want, Jack and Coke.
Yeah.
This much Jack, this much ice, this much Coke. And that's how the evening proceeded. I was tending bars. They would just come up there because they didn't have to make the drinks anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
So they were like, make me another drink, make me another drink.
Hey.
And then they told me, you make yourself a drink. And I was like, oh shit.
Hey, boy.
Yeah, you can make yourself one, because they were already fucking lit already. They were gone.
They could give a fuck.
Yeah, you got fucking this shit how old it was. Yeah,
It's a celebration,
I'm
bitches.
Bar. I'm pretty sure the cops showed up, there would have been a lot of trouble.
Ooh, yeah, that wouldn't look good.
Bartender was like fucking 10, 12 years old. So yeah, I said, make yourself a drink. So I made out, holy shit, this tastes fucking great.
Yeah.
Cause I think I had tried beer, but just like a
Yeah.
little bit, and just, this tastes like soda. This tastes good. So I must have found like maybe 4 or 5 drinks that Christmas. So I was feeling pretty good.
So you were
And
fucked
of course,
up.
I felt useful and I wasn't bored. So that was when I found those memories when I discovered that I could make drinks and the mixed drinks tasted good.
Yeah. That it didn't have to taste like fucking sock water.
Yeah, it didn't have to taste like just. But back then, I would drink beer, but I would taste it, but it was bitter to me. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was sugary, sweet. I knew it had more of a kick to it.
Yeah,
so
you could cover up that bitterness.
yeah, that whiskey,
That whole whiskey. Yeah.
that whiskey taste. So yeah, and then of course went back like a New Year's, and again I was already tending bars since early on. So then every fucking holidays I would just look forward like, oh, Christmas is coming.
Where's the
I
bar?
want to go there and tend bar, and yeah, every
Yeah.
fucking Christmas and New Year's I was there. All happily just I could drink. I could basically drink all night. On their dime, because I was broke. I didn't have any money for booze.
Free bar, dude.
Yeah, open bar. They were rich, so they had two of the bottles.
And they had the good
So then I
stuff.
would try something new, and I was like, oh, it tastes like crap.
Yeah.
So then, like, I would try Jack, and the family didn't like it. I was like, fuck, this tastes horrible.
Fucking.
I would try tequila, and like, fuck that. It tastes like fucking weed.
Yeah, it tastes like.
But yeah, but that's how I
grass.
learned how to try new drinks and taste new flavors.
Ah, man. I don't know what it is about the winter or Christmas or just this time of the year. Like, I guess I kind of like everyone, like, is, like, at their best. Like, as lame as that is to say.
But you're gonna say I like everybody drunk. I thought that's where you were going with.
I mean,
I like
that,
everybody soft stuff.
that doesn't hurt. I mean, people are more easily to confront, or not confront, but I mean, they're easier to get along with when they're a little fucked up.
Yeah.
And they got that.
They're more malleable.
Yeah. They're easier to take. All right, man. Well, that was pretty cool. You want a licuado right now? You want a milkshake?
What kind of milkshake are you drinking?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
like you? No, I wasn't like, wow, don't remind me, dude. I'm gonna make you one of those shit.
Fuck no. We'll save that story for another day, man.
Alright, I'll make you licuado.
For those that don't speak Spanish, a licuado is a Spanish word for making a milkshake or a frothy beverage.
Smoothie.
Yeah, smoothie. There we go. Yeah.
What you would call a smoothie. This was not the regular smoothie. Huh?
Well, yeah, we'll save that one for another day.
Yeah, I'll save it for another day.
But yeah,
For
man.
Mexican holiday. For New Year's.
For New Year's, yeah.
It's more festive. It's more eggnoggy.
That's the hangover cure.
Yeah, literally.
That's what the story is about, man. For real. All right, man. Well, I appreciate it, dude. I don't want to take too much of your time.
Alright, thank you. It was fun to be here.
All right, man.
Call me up whenever you want.
All right, dude. No problem. I'll take you
All
up
right.
on that. All right, man. Take it easy.
Alright, you doing? Bye.
All right, bye. So, yeah, these calls, like I said, they're going to be a little rough around the edges, but you know what? You do the show. If not, then you can shut up. It's alright, girl. So, you can't hear me right now, or you can't hear what I hear, but there's some Christmas background music going, and it's ever so beautiful.
From your neighbor?
What?
From your neighbor?
No. It on the recording.
Oh.
It sounds ever so magical. So, let me hear your most memorable Christmas story.
Well, I mean, I guess my most memorable Christmas story would be much more of a memory, which what I would really like was all the cooking that was done, because I was a fat little shit, and so they would make a lot of food, and just as a kid, being able to stay up late with the adults was kind of a big deal. And not only that though, but staying up until 12 to open up the gifts, because they would tell us that you would have to stay up until 12 to be able to open them. So
Yeah.
at some point it kind of became this endurance competition, like amongst our cousins, to see,
Who could?
who would stay up.
Yeah.
And one thing that we would do is, if anybody would fall asleep, we would hide their presents.
Aye,
We
that's asshole.
wouldn't give them the presents until they left or falling asleep. So I mean, I would really just enjoy all of that, and opening the gifts. Just waiting till 12, and the culmination of all that, of just being exhausted, and it's like, oh, I want to go to sleep. You're a kid, you don't want to stay up till 12. And then just opening your presents and just being absolutely excited about it. I would say that was that would be my most memorable memory.
Hiding
that I
gifts.
can recall.
Hiding gifts to the guys that pass out early. That's
What?
asshole. Hiding the gifts of the people that pass out early. That's fucking asshole.
Yeah, my cousin was the one that came up with that.
I mean, it's awesome at the same time. I mean, it makes you want to stay up even later.
Yeah, that's specifically why, just kind of to emphasize that,
Yeah, because also in my family, we open up Christmas presents Christmas Eve, Christmas morning, typically at midnight. Yeah. So I know where you're coming from with that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
man.
yeah,
It's just something about Christmas.
Mhm.
There's something about Christmas that kind of never gets old. I mean, even as an adult. Ugh. Like,
yeah, no, Christmas is cool. Like, it's got a nice vibe when everybody in the family is cool.
yeah, when everyone's getting along and shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of the only time in the year that you have to put up with everyone's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, do you have anything else that you can think of? I don't want to take too much of your time.
Anything else that I can think of?
You told me about your uncle letting you drink his beers.
Oh yeah. So when I was a little kid, my alcoholic uncle
Of course.
would dress me up like a cowboy, like he'd put a cowboy hat and he'd make me wear his boots.
Aye.
They're like a grown man's boots.
Yeah.
And he at some point he sat me on his lap and he was like, "Hijo, today I'm gonna teach you the first steps into becoming a man."
I'm gonna teach you how to be a man.
And,
of course.
yeah, and I was like, so what's the first step? And he had his tecate and like he gives it to me and he goes, "I need you to drink this."
You're not gonna like it,
And
but you will when
I was
you're a
like,
man.
I don't know if I'm allowed to. I was, well, this is how you learn to be a man.
Yeah.
And he made me drink it, and I thought it was kind of gross at first.
Oh. Stop it, hell beast.
So I thought it was gross at first, and I was fine. But then out of nowhere, like my bowels started reacting, and I had eaten a lot of tamales that night,
a lot of spicy food, huh?
and I shat my pants.
I shit my britches. Oh, that kind of sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't say they're particularly exciting.
Did they hide your presents because you shit yourself?
Huh?
Did they hide your presents after you shit yourself?
No, but my uncle had to wipe my ass because
Oof.
he gave me the beer.
It was his fault, that bastard.
So my grandma told my uncle,
You did the crime, you do the time. The fuck's going on over there?
huh?
The fuck's going on over there? Yo, can you hear me? Okay.
Okay.
Oh, my ears.
Dude, something weird just happens right now.
What happened?
Claver, Claver from high school,
Okay.
he just texted me. I think he's drunk.
How does he have your number?
Facebook.
Ay, qué chulo. How cute.
Yeah.
Mister, I deleted it 3 times already.
What?
Mister, I've deleted my Facebook 3 times already.
Yeah.
They got you good.
So he's just telling me, like, dude, what's going on? Like, you're fucking awesome. And I'm like, Claver, what the fuck? How you been?
All right, man. Well, if you gotta go, I appreciate the little story that you gave me. I'm gonna try to fill today's episode with Christmas time stories and stuff that just always brings us into that holiday mood, you know?
Yeah, just embellish it.
So yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, dude.
All right, man. I'll let you go.
See you around.
Hey, text Claver a picture of your dick.
I will.
Tell him, I got your Claver right here. Grab it by the handle.
Grab the Claver. Grab the cleavage, Claver.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
All right, man. Bye.
Bye.
So that went a little sideways. But that was my good friend Carhart, and we'll go on to the next one. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out to a good friend of mine. We'll call him Peter. So Peter, can you tell me a memory or a story about Christmas or something that reminds you about Christmas every year?
Sure, I sure can. And by the way, my high school nickname was Porno Beach.
Oh, I didn't know you
how
wanted...
how I got that name, it's totally unrelated to what it sounds like. But yes, with Christmas, I guess one of the best stories, which kind of sounds weird when I tell you the story. But hey, you get what I mean right now.
Yeah.
So one year, I was living in the corporate, barely moved out, and on that Christmas Eve, my brother and my sister-in-law came up from Laredo, and we were together, we were drinking and everything, and after a night of drinking, we went back to my apartment where we needed to smoke some salvia.
Oh, some salts?
Which this group knows has many fun experiences with the salvia.
Oh, salvia! I thought you said bath salts. Like, whoa.
Names. But yeah, good friends of ours have gone really effed up on the salvia. To make that long story short, my brother was a smoker, and he thought it wouldn't be anything, but it hit him pretty hard. My sister-in-law too, and she looked like she was. It looked like she was trying to exercise a demon.
Oh.
She started with convulsions and everything, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh shit! You're gonna kill him.
Yeah, it was. That was probably the worst time I've seen anybody on salvia.
Yeah, salvia creeps up on people, man.
It sure does. If you've never experienced it, it could be pretty intense.
Yeah,
fortunately, it's only about 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's because it's like an instant kind of thing too, man.
Yeah, it is. But everything turned out fine. They went to sleep afterwards, and for me though, after I was done, I want to say it was probably like midnight or 1. I was like, I'm gonna go to Laredo because I was supposed to go to Laredo for the next day. I just didn't want to go to sleep, so I just left there. Media pedía. Un poquito pedío, pero...
I'm okay to drive.
Did a 3-hour
3-hour tour?
3-hour trip down to Laredo. And so I left Corpus closer to about 4 or 3 because I didn't get to Laredo until about 8 in the morning.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, I was drinking. I was a Crown. I think Crown at that time, not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
And,
Thank you for that.
I wish it could have been, was it that Rich and Rare type of
Rich
stuff?
and Rare,
I'd never heard of that time. Not a sponsor.
Poppy turned me on to that. I wish they were a sponsor.
I know, right? So yeah, no, I got here at about 8 o'clock, where I proceeded to go to at that time my girlfriend proceeded to go to her house and ask for her hand in marriage.
Oh, no shit.
I proposed to her on Christmas Day of 08.
Damn, 10 years, man.
10 years exactly.
Time flies.
Yes, sir. And got married in 09.
That's awesome, man.
That's why I said how the story sounds kind of weird, sounds kind of dark in the beginning, but that's actually kind of one of the most memorable Christmases I've had.
That's crazy, man.
Yes, sir. Well, I had some other good Christmases too when I was a kid. Getting PlayStation, getting 64, getting a telescope was great. But that one was probably the most memorable, just because of all what happened during that Christmas.
I hate to cut you off, man, but let me call you back real quick.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Bye.
He was never heard from again. I had to get up and step away from the computer for a second, so I had to end that call kind of suddenly. But this next one really doesn't have anything to do with Christmas, because I caught him last minute, and he had his pants down, so to say, jerking off into the hotel pillows. Oh, hello. Hold on. Say something real quick.
Say something?
Yeah, say something.
Ooh,
Ooh, so you're fresh out of the shower.
yeah.
I'm glad I caught you at this time, then.
What do you want to do now?
Oh, let me just turn this recording off real quick.
Play this later on tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's even better.
Ooh.
So it's a
What happened? Everyone's busy Saturday night or what?
Yeah, pretty much. I get it, dude. It's the holidays.
Not even a holiday
Shit. Fuck.
yet. No, I couldn't even think of anything. Like, anything. Just basically just, just presents, just being with family. That's what I remember most.
Well, why don't you let me in on that, Brian? Let me in on that, Breezy. Tell me a little. What is?
Daniel,
Dude, what the fuck, man?
stop it.
That's another story for another day. But yeah, man. Well, what puts you in the Christmas spirit?
Christmas spirit. Food, tamales. Just feeling stuff your tamales. You usually gain 10 pounds.
Stuff your anus with tamales? Is that what you said?
What?
Stuff your anus with tamales? That's what you said?
Ooh, well, funny. I was just, usually would spend with family. Presents was, when I was a kid, I enjoyed presents. As I got older.
You wanted pussy. Hold on. Say something? Can you hear me?
Open up.
Fuck, I can't hear you, man. Are you on Wi-Fi?
What? Maybe, man, because this hotel right here, I don't know, the signal's a little off.
Do you have Wi-Fi?
Yeah, it's Wi-Fi, but it's weak.
Just fucking turn your minutes on, bitch. You have Verizon, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm not using Wi-Fi right now.
Oh, because you sound shitty. Can't use any of that,
Yeah,
Brian.
like even when I get off the Wi-Fi, I only have like one bar.
Yeah, you're in and out right now. Right now you sound good, but a little while ago you were real choppy. So you said tamales? You there? Ah, fuck. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, hello.
Hear me better now?
Actually, yes.
Yeah, well, that's better, yeah.
You went outside?
No, I'm just because I know I get a better signal over here.
On the north side of the
door of
room?
my room. You're gonna stand in the hallway.
Like a creeper?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm trying to fill this podcast. I'm trying to fill this episode's podcast with I guess, things that remind me or my friends of Christmas, or a funny moment or something that stands out to them always every year comes back to their mind? You have any of those? You have any of those moments? Everyone has those moments. You have to.
I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe when I get back home and I get reminded, of my parents or something, but nothing comes to the top of my head. It's been only, recent
The what?
stuff that happened in the past 10 years, that I can remember the most.
Yeah, yeah.
My memory is not the best anymore. I can't remember a lot of shit, compared to, 13 years. I know you remember a lot, but,
How many fingers did I put in you?
Tonight we don't talk about it anymore?
We're talking about it right now?
Right now?
Yeah, all right, man. Well, yeah, I just wanted to see if I could get something out of you. If not, then it's all good.
There you go.
But yeah, man. I guess I'll just let you go then, man. I know you work all day, so I don't want to bother you. Ah, fuck! I lost him again. All right, it's cool. That's enough of Brent. Again, bad signal. That's what happens when you're working in the ass crack of America, out in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, I'm gonna close it off with another little story of mine, and let's get into that. Man, Christmas time. The first thing that comes to my mind that I always remember, it's a specific Christmas music that I played probably on an endless loop as a youth, and it was with my cousin Drew. Every time we would go to visit my mom's family, we would do that Christmas, and being in a split up family, a broken home, yeah, we would spend Christmas Eve with my mom's side of the family, and then we'd come back and spend the rest with my dad, right? So every time we would go visit my mom's family, and my favorite cousin Drew, I would always stay over at his house. I mean, we were like fucking best buds. We were best buds, we were butt buddies, right? Before that was a thing. I mean, we didn't fuck each other or anything. We were bros. We were broing it out, right? Before bros was a thing. And I don't know where the fuck he got this cassette tape. I'm totally showing my age. A cassette tape. It was a red cassette tape with a white and yellow label that had a specific batch of Christmas music on it. This specific batch of music on it was Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas. And I remember I don't know how the fuck we started this tradition, but every year we would go and I would chill at his house. We would fucking bunk out, and at night we would play this fucking red cassette. And I mean, we would play it front and back to back to back to back. We would fucking play we would play fucking board games, video games, just listening to this fucking tape back to back to back every fucking year. Even like into our early teens, like we were doing it like for the lulz. I mean, I guess it was a meme at that point. Man, fucking time. But yeah, fucking Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas tunes. Red cassette. We would fucking jam that motherfucker. I'm surprised we didn't have to fucking repair that tape. We listened to it so much. I mean, fuck. I'm sure his fucking parents hated that tape. Well, fuck. Let me bring up another funny story. One of these Christmases, I decided to go with this family to church, seeing as they were very religious, and I was not. And they were like, "Oh, come to mass with us on Sunday. It'll be fun." and I was just going to chill. I didn't take fucking church clothes. The shirt that I had that was clean was a fucking WCW NWO Wolfpack shirt. I still remember it. It had fucking the NWO logo in fucking red, and it had red wolves on it. It was fucking sick. I fucking wore this shirt to church in a small town in Texas. And I wasn't a regular at this church, so everyone noticed real quick. This is the time I started growing my hair out too, so I looked fucking out of place. I looked all Satan worshiper. I even went up for fucking the communion wafer or whatever the fuck that little piece of bread is they put on your tongue. The worst idea ever. My cousin was like, just put your hand out, dude. You're not gonna like the taste of it, trust me. And I was like, nah, man, I'm not gonna be a bitch. Those were my words. In church, I said. And he's like, all right, man, I warned you. So I went out and I stuck my tongue out all badass. I want it here, Father. Give it to me in my mouth, Father. Oh, how naive we are. And as he placed that fucking thin wafer on my tongue, it was fucking disgusting. I'm pretty positive I had like the worst bitter beer face of all time when he put it on my tongue. Maybe that's the devil coming out of me. Fuck, I don't know. Maybe that's a sign. They should have fucking they should have bathed me in holy water. Should have dunked my ass in that shit. But yeah. Every time I think of Christmas, like, I just remember those things. And sometimes in life, the dumbest shit that makes us smile is all that it's really worth. Yeah, just let me know what you think. Leave a comment about that. Fuck, man. Let's open up to each other. Let's stop hiding behind our keyboards and our phones and our computers. And let's fucking spread some love. Some fucking positivity for once. Ah, what a powerful note to end on, Desecrator. Why, thank you, Desecrator. No problem, Desecrator. I love you. And you have the most outstanding pee-pee. I wish that were true. Anyway, I want to thank you guys again for listening. This year has had its up and downs in my personal life and on the podcast. As you can tell, I'm a loner boner now. But you know what? It's fine. I'm making it work. Hopefully. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say, leave a like, drop a comment. You can check me out on the Hangin' Heavy website, hanginheavy.com. hanginheavy.podbean.com, excuse me. Or you can use the Podbean app itself. You can check the podcast out on YouTube. Just type in the search bar, Hangin' Heavy Podcast. You can listen to it on Spotify now. And hopefully by the beginning of next year, I'll have it on the Google Play and iTunes stores collectively. That way there's no excuse. No regrets. Oh, that didn't make any sense, but you know what? Fuck you guys. Be safe. Have a swell time and enjoy the holidays. Good times. That's all that life's really about. I love you guys. Richard.